Oh, funny game, Tiddly.
Owl Lover, hello!
Asterisk title.
Did I mistype something? Oh, no. I mean, the game is literally called Kill to Collect, so... How's it going? How's things? Oh.
Things are fun because I have tomorrow off of school.
That's nice. Oops. Okay, yeah, let's do the challenge room. We have shield guys, okay.
How are you already professional?
What do you mean?
You beat up Guy fast in first playthrough.
Oh, I say first playthrough because, like, this is not my... Oh, fuck, I can't... I forget. Pausing in this doesn't actually pause the game, it just brings up your menu. This is still my first playthrough because I haven't...
Usually it takes me 3 to learn how to beat up Guy fast.
This is the labeled a first playthrough because I haven't actually completed the game yet. It's kind of a roguelike. I guess you'd call it a roguelite. When you die, you restart on the same like area you're in, but the levels get mixed up, and so do like the items and the enemies. So this isn't like my literal first time playing the game. I was playing this a bit. A night or two, yeah, a couple nights ago when I last streamed, and I've played this before a while in the past, but never reached the end. Even if I get to the end of this level and manage to take out the boss, which is going to be freaking hard. I've still got, 4 other levels after this that I have never even seen before. So yeah, it's not beaten yet. There's some stuff that's absolutely new to me, but this is definitely not my first time playing it. If that does that make sense? Ammo 1, village charges. Yeah, we'll get one of those.
It does.
Okay. It's my understanding that first playthrough is a tag for like somebody who hasn't actually beaten a game before, not that it's literally like their first time touching it. And if that is wrong, I'm sorry. dang, those guys hurt.
There's different definitions for different PFLs.
Well, still, I want to feel like I'm using it correctly because I don't want to feel like I'm view baiting, you know? Like, I don't want to be one of those guys who puts titles on their stream that have nothing to do with what they're playing or what they're promoting in their channel just for the sake of getting people in. They all respawned in another one of the big guys. Lure him this way a bit so he's out of the cold zone. Or he'll just walk right back into it. Okay. The cold doesn't actually damage me, it just slows my movement. But if I happen to be in it when he gets back up and, you know, starts torching me, then there's nothing I can do about it, and I will probably die at that point.
Flame guy in cold place.
They, he uses a flamethrower. It's coming, it's coming. He uses the flamethrower, but he also has cold grenades. And again, the cold grenades, they don't... all they do is slow your damage, or slow your movement. Which doesn't seem like much. Damn. I don't think that... no.
Oh no, almost died.
Yeah. I have some med kits on me, but I don't want to use them unless I absolutely have to. I'm gonna push my luck here a little bit. Because if I can get to the, I don't know, safe room, break room, I don't know what it's called. Then I can go and restore all my health.
How long have you been cooking?
Like in my life?
Yeah.
Let's see here. I didn't actually cook much of anything until I was in, like... I want to say high school. I didn't see a reason to, because we always had, like... Well, I mean, my dad was a chef. He owned a restaurant for a long while. And it was also kind of his thing, and since it was something he enjoyed, I didn't want to be, well, one, stepping on his toes. Also, it seems like whenever there was something he enjoyed, and I tried to, you know, appreciate it as well, he would just push super, super hard to get me into it, to the point where I ended up kind of hating it. So I just didn't really try to do anything with cooking or with food other than, well, tasting things. Even when I was a kid, he would have me taste different foods that he made and try and get my feedback on them. And yeah, I did some cooking in high school, just something for like my girlfriend once in a while, or if I wanted to experiment with something for like lunch or breakfast. Here, let's get that.
I seen some of the stuff on Twitter and am a bit jealous.
Well, thank you. Do I have 100? I do have 100. Can I get rid of those?
Makes me hungry.
Okay. I started doing more cooking basically when I kind of moved out of my parents' place. Oh, fuck. And, a lot of stuff I just learned trial and error, and then started doing a lot more cooking with my last girlfriend because she really liked food, and it was just something I could do, you know, for her that was nice.
Who doesn't like food?
I mean, yeah, most people do. I mean, she was a bit more of a foodie than your average person, I guess, let's say. It started off because there were these... like spicy, there were like sweet chili wings that were at this one local restaurant that she really enjoyed. Except they were expensive, and she would say, you know, they're great, but I hate having to pay that much for them. And I said, you know, we could just make them at home. All they are is like sweet chili sauce and some honey. And she was like, how do you know that? And I was like, because I can taste it. Like, you know, that is one of the things, was like, my dad had me like taste testing food for him for his restaurant when I was like 3. So I do just have like a very acute sense of taste.
Enhanced taste skills.
Kind of. And she didn't believe me, so I was like, okay, you know, we'll get the ingredients. We'll, you know, get a big bucket of chicken wings from the grocery store, and I'll show you. And, yeah, literally all it was a mixture of, I want to say it was probably like 2/3 sweet chili sauce, 1/3 honey. Just mix it up, dump it in the bucket, and then just shake the bucket around. And there you go. And it costs like half as much, if that. And, then it just became trying to come up with other stuff that, you know, she might like or appreciate. And then with my girlfriend now...
Absolute genius.
Well, there's a lot of stuff out there that not everybody realizes is actually simple ingredients. You just... the way they blend together, you don't always realize what they are right off. Or it's something that's a little more obscure, like not everybody's familiar with sweet chili sauce. Fuck. I forgot those guns do 1.5 damage instead of just 1. Shit. And then with my current girlfriend, we just had, you know, more options, especially once she, you know, got her house, for me to experiment and build on, you know, anything that seemed nice. Oops. Or that she might enjoy. That was close. And, I had a friend who had just moved back into town. Fuck. And I had some leftovers from dinner that were this sort of experiment. And I was like, hey dude, you want to try some of this? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I gave him some. And, honestly, it was something I didn't even think was that great, but he just loved it. And, oh no. I forgot those big things can't get knocked down. You know what? I don't even care if I get taken out here. We're at the literal beginning of this run. Yeah, I'm only 2 rooms in. Having to start over again is like...
I freaking love this recipe. We had but lost it, and it was this amazing cauliflower bread thing.
Cauliflower bread? Was it like, did it use like cauliflower in the bread, or was the bread made of cauliflower, or... Oh, there they go.
It was cauliflower cheese pizza basically, and my mum found the recipe on Pinterest.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're using the cauliflower as like a crust then, right? Yeah, of course they're gonna go and hide in the cold zone.
It's hard to explain, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if it is what I think it is that you're talking about, then that's not bad. I'm not the biggest fan of cauliflower. Mostly because if it's not done right, it tastes kind of bland and bitter to me. Which is funny because a lot of vegetables, like I know a lot of people don't like vegetables, I do. But cauliflower is one of the ones where I'm like, yeah, it doesn't impress me much.
Carrots are by far my fave.
Carrots are very versatile. Mostly because you can use them in a bunch of different dishes. They also have a wide variety of flavors depending upon how you cook them. They can be savory or they can be sweet. They have a lot of potential depending upon what you're doing with them. Have you ever had parsnips?
No.
If you get the chance, I would recommend trying them. They're almost like these kind of like yellowish carrots. They're a little bit tougher. But the flavor is... I mean, I'm pretty sure they're related to carrots somehow, but the flavor is very different, but in a good way. It's really hard to pin down, or to describe, I should say.
Is bok choy good?
I think it is. Do you like cabbage?
It's decent.
If you like cabbage, then bok choy is a lot like cabbage, except it's, especially tiny bok choy, the leaves are thicker. So they're less light and floppy, and they have a bit more crunch and fullness to them.
What about jackfruit?
Jackfruit is one I have not had the opportunity to try. At least not on its own. Jackfruit gets used a lot. I think it's jackfruit. Gets used a lot in vegetarian and vegan dishes.
They're freaking huge.
Yes, they are enormous. They have a texture that it can be cooked and it kind of pulls apart the way that like shredded beef or shredded chicken does. So if you get the right seasoning on it, it can make a good meat substitute. At least that's what I hear. I think I may have had some dishes that are like vegetarian or vegan that have it in there, but I've never had it on its own, so I can't tell you exactly what the flavor is like.
Do you know any shrimp recipes?
Hold on. That is not who I wanted to hit with that. Oh, crap. Fuck them all. Yeah, just use those mines to my advantage. Okay. Shrimp recipes. Yeah, depends on what kind of shrimp recipe you want and what kind of shrimp you're working with. My favorites are especially putting shrimp in soup. Not necessarily, like, it can be a seafood soup, of course, but I especially like putting shrimp in something that's like, I don't know, I want to say like Vietnamese or Thai style soup. Curries work well. I really need to take this big guy down, but I need to get close enough first. There we go. Coming into a room with those big purple guys is a nasty surprise.
What was that?
Oh, the big thing that killed me?
Yee.
They're basically these guys in, like, power armor. Like fucking Iron Man suits, and on their forearms they have these giant, like, energy blades, almost like Mantis arms. They take a ton of damage, and they can't get knocked down or stunned. Not normally. The only thing that has any sort of stun reaction to them is my ultimate ability.
I play Fallout, I know what power armor is.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, they take a hell of a beating, they deal a ton of damage.
The Doom guy, but with energy sword from Halo.
Yeah, kind of. It wouldn't be like if I could stun him. Because stun attacks knock, well, most enemies down. Usually if they are bipedal enemies, it'll knock them down. And then while they get back up, I can just start, you know, going nuts on them. Oh, okay, challenge room is this way. Mechanical enemies, especially the ones that don't have legs, like these fucking trash can things. I can't stun those. They still take damage from my stun strike, but it doesn't actually do anything other than push them back a bit. Ow. Why am I sucking so much tonight?
The R2D2 Zappy Bois.
Yeah, them. I walked right into that.
It pronounced boys as bois. I love text to speech.
Yes, yes it did. Well, I mean, technically, if you, like, most of the time, like, you see OI as, like, a French word, so if it's BOIS, the last consonant would be silent, which would make it bois, I believe.
What would its reaction be if I typed Japanese?
It depends on how it's spelled. Like, if you... Damn it. If you type Japanese with the actual characters, I think it just won't read it. If you use English letters for it, then I think it's going to give it its best shot, but it'll just come out as some weird garble. I don't like... Yeah. I don't like either of those.
Konnichiwa Daizaru.
Or it'll just read it.
It did good for a robot.
Yes, it did. It did. I was gonna say, or it'll just read it with a dumb American accent. Okay. Electric grenade. Actually, let's keep the hook shot. That might be better for
BRB.
us. Okay, sure. Take your time. Oh, I thought it would pull me to him. That's how big he was. Okay, I guess not. That's fine. Cool. Well, I didn't get through unscathed, but I did pretty damn good considering. That room, not so much. Well, we are approaching the top of the hour on the stream, so I guess quick break. I feel like my brain is running at the speed of mashed potato. Whatever. Okay. BRB.
Catch AM.
Okay, I'm back. Owl Lover, when you were asking about cooking with shrimp, was there a certain dish that you had in mind, or something that you were curious about, or I don't know, I guess anything specific?
Rock shrimps.
Rock shrimps. Is that a... That's a type, right? Or are you talking a dish? Because I have not heard of that.
type.
Okay. I mean, most shrimp are the same. The bottom line is you remove the shell. The tail depends on the person or the dish. Some people like to, you know, keep the tail on. If I'm eating something like a soup or a pasta, something where you actually have the shrimps in there mixed with everything else, I prefer to remove the tails. Because it's just easier to eat rather than like bite into and pull the tail off. You devein them, whereas you open up the
They're
back.
like tiny lobsters.
Oh, okay. So those are like those are either langoustines or like crawdads. Are they more long, or are they kind of round and hunched over? I mean, all shrimp are kind of hunched over. But are they more long, or are they more, like, compact? More rounded, I guess.
Compact.
Okay. So then they're probably closer to, like, crawdads. Do they have a thin or a thick shell to them?
Thick heads.
Thick heads, okay. I mean, all shellfish basically are the same in how you cook them, and that is...
And medium think everything else.
Okay. Shellfish, whether it's lobster, crab, whatever, they're all pretty much the same in how you cook them, and that is you want to cook them relatively quickly. Because if you cook them too long, they get rubbery. You can, you know, saute them, or you can boil them, steam them, whatever. As long as it's done relatively fast. I rolled right into that. Great. Oh, I forgot to... Fuck me. Because there's the title screen, I forgot to select my loadout, so I didn't pop in with any of the health items. Shit.
Oops.
Yeah. That's one of the few shortcomings of this game. If you go back to the, like, menu where you select your character... By default, it just erases the loadout you had. You have to manually select another one before you go in. I don't want any of those. The only difference between different types of shellfish is whether you remove the shell before or after cooking it. If they have a thick shell like crab, lobster, or crawdads, you cook them first, and you shell them after you cook them. Regular shrimp, something that has a thin shell, you remove the legs and the shell before you cook them. That's really the only difference. Although there are recipes for shrimp where you don't remove the shell at all. A lot of sauteed prawns, you keep everything on. Our local Chinese restaurant, they literally leave the legs, the head, the tail, the entire shell on the shrimp. And, you can pull them off before you eat them, but the thing is, because of the way they cook them, all the seasoning is on the shell on the outside. So if you pull the shell off, they don't taste that great. Oh, it still has a shield, damn it. Well, maybe I can just run in and finish him. Cool. Good.
Gordon Ramsay as a Twitch streamer.
Oh, I'd hate to see what that would look. I have a certain level of disdain for Gordon Ramsay. I'm really tired of the elitist angry chef. And I know that's mostly a persona that he's built for media, but it doesn't change the fact that, like, that idea needs to die. And there are certain things that I just don't think are right. Like, to me, there's really no wrong answers. There are certain things that are objectively a good or a bad idea on how to handle something, ways that are more clumsy or more efficient. But if you like something, there's nothing wrong with liking it. Doesn't matter what it is. And if you don't like something, there's also nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think people should try and, like, get a taste for different foods and try different things and see, you know, where everything shakes down for them. But anybody who immediately just poo-poos a dish or an ingredient as garbage, I don't agree with that. And, oops. The fact that Gordon immediately goes and just shits on Spam, which, don't get me wrong, Spam is not like high quality food. Yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, that'll help. But if somebody likes Spam, they shouldn't be thought of as...
It's 30 minutes till midnight. I am a clock out for the day. See ya next time.
Yeah, sure. Take care, get some rest. And I hope you have some fun tomorrow. Enjoy your day off. You know?
You betcha.
Damn it. Those little exploding fuckers, the ones that charge you, not these R2-D2 guys, but the other ones that kind of like boot up and then rush you. They deal so much damage. Okay. Cool. Let's do the grappling hook. That's the best chances of okay. I mean, the flamethrower's okay, but I think I can deal with the shield, and either the clone or the super teleport, fine, but the fact that there's both, so it can teleport and I don't know which one I'm chasing, whether it's the real one or the fake one, I don't know. Where'd it go? Let's try Shelly. Maybe I'll have more luck with her. I'll need to play it more cautious, but because of her her ultimate and how quickly it refills. That was a bit... because of how quickly her special refills. And the fact that it actually has ranged damage to it. Stun attack kind of sucks, though. There's no way I'm gonna make it to the boss with her. Okay, what about Ray? I need something. That's fine. It's been a while since I played this guy. He's big and he's kind of brutish.
This game about what happens when the TMNT have just had enough. So they put down the melee weapons and pull out the shoddy.
I can understand that appearance, yeah.
How's things, D's?
Going okay, mostly. still worried about a couple of friends. But for the most part, going all right.
Well, at least you yourself are okay, and hopefully things will look up for your friends soon.
Yeah. One of them just needs to stop making bad decisions. And the other, there's a lot of stuff outside of their control. Show you, sharpshooter. Some of these enemies are so much easier with Ray. He's kind of slow, but so are they, and earlier levels, Kate was the way to go. Oh, fuck me. But because he has a little more range, a little more damage, and a little more defense, even though he kind of is a big target and he trundles along. He's definitely... He definitely seems like the way to go against, or in this area, because I'm having a much easier time with him than I have with, well, with anybody else, honestly. Alright, Pain Train activate. I was not expecting them to spawn in another one of those purple fuckers. Those guys in the power armor suck.
Yeah, they look not fun.
Well, there's two big things about them. I mean, they deal a ton of damage. They have these big leaping attacks and slicing attacks. They're kind of slow. That's their only downside. As slow, not necessarily in movement, but in their like wind-ups for their attacks. But when they do the leaping attack, it covers so much ground. If you're not ready for it, they'll still hit you. But they have a big health pool. Like, most enemies can take, like, maybe 3... They have 3 health ticks. That one has, like, 5 or 6. But the big thing is they can't get stunned. A lot of enemies, especially bipedal enemies, you bonk and you hit them and they get prone, at which point you can just keep hitting them. That one you can't. It does not get stunned. Because usually with a tough enemy, the strat would be you wait for your secondary special, you stun them, and then you wail on them and do as much damage as you can while they're knocked down. But you can't knock them down. So both of those suck. I'm not gonna spend. I'm not gonna spend those units on food that isn't gonna give me a benefit that I don't want. If we're about to reach the boss and there's, you know, no other things to spend on the vending machine, then yeah, I'll toss a few. Oh, there we go. Then I'll toss a few of those stamps to clear out whatever shit is already in the way to you know, bring up new items, but otherwise I won't. Oh, stupid me. Did that actually do 3 points of damage from that explosion? Holy fuck. It doesn't do that much to the enemies, why it do that much to me? That's not cool. So the little, like, multi-armed wizard, the one that's in yellow, shields other enemies. And the one that's in, like, blue, he resurrects enemies. He's a healer. In either case, when those little wizard dudes show up, it is in your best interest to just drop them as quickly as possible so they don't either keep defending enemies or resurrecting them. Yeah. Sparta!
Ha ha ha.
You don't get any items or credits from an enemy you drop in the pit. But when you have, especially an enemy who is very, like, beefy, somebody who has a lot of hit points, and you just yeet them off a cliff, it feels good. It feels good. Bonk. I feel like finishing an enemy with a shield bash is like extra humiliating. Yeah, we'll buy that. Cool. And after this, we have the boss, right? Yes. Okay. Wish me luck! This boss sucks! So... the boss has a regenerating shield. Fine.
Why does it suck?
The boss has a teleport ability. Fine, I've dealt with that too. Those together are annoying. Because you need to spend one attack to destroy the shield, and then start hitting it, and then it'll teleport away, so by the time you find it again, the shield regenerates. So that means you're constantly eating up extra attacks to keep bringing down its shield. The big thing, though, the thing that is just bullshit, is the clone ability. It will randomly spawn clones of itself, which have only a few hit points. But they also get the shield ability. And they can actually deal damage to you. They're not just an illusion. So that means you start dealing damage to this. First off, your first attack is just wasted because of its shield. You get a couple of hits in, it teleports away, and when you find it again, not only does it have the shield up, it may not be the real one. It may be one of the clones that it spawned while it was out of line of sight. You drop the clone, you find another one. Oh, that might also be a clone. So you're chasing around all these duplicates, and when you do finally find the real one and start dealing damage to it, you get like 2-3 hits in, it teleports away again. I do love this, though. Halt, citizen, just lay down your weapons and you will be harmed.
Ugh, I hate enemies like that.
And apparently they keep regenerating the shields on their mooks as well. So that's cool. Every other boss battle in this game that I've had has been fun, and it actually hasn't been that hard. This one, it suddenly goes from a difficulty of 3 to like 9 or 8. I don't even know what I would do if I was trying to play this on a gamepad. The whole reason I'm using mouse and keyboard is by using the cursor, I can attack here, and then I don't have to turn around. I can just click and he automatically turns and attack and turn and attack. If you're using a gamepad and you want to attack this way, you need to turn that way first and then attack, and turn this way and then attack. So I could be heading this way and then bang right behind me, and heading this way and bang over this way. It's a little bit cumbersome, but you get much more control over both your movement and attack at the same time using mouse and keyboard. Grab that for now. Man, I have never fought so many of these pink guys in a row in this area. Hell, I don't think I've ever fought these many pink guys in this level before, period, let alone in a row. Ow. took just 1/2 tick of damage, but I still don't get that bonus because I took damage.
Also not a fan of enemies that explode when you kill them, lol.
Well, most of the time I wouldn't be, except the ones that explode when you kill them here. The explosion also damages other enemies, so you can lever that to your advantage.
Died so many to those exploding zombies in Dead Island, lol.
Those little exploding trash can robots, they're my friends. Because when you have those guys with the shield, if you can run them around circles where they all group up and you finish off that little robot, they'll blow up and they'll deal damage to all the other shield bearers around them. Fuck. Gotta be reaching the end goal soon here. Or end of this floor. Cool. Okay. I think the Berserk will serve me better than the Cami packs, so we'll just leave those there. We will. Ooh. This is gonna be a gamble, but let's do it. Motherfucker, they're still gonna send in another pink boy. Fuck you. You know what? Flamethrower is better than the handgun. No, I did. Oh, fuck me. Power up that would have been useful later. I just wasted. Cool. Well, now I know how second chance works. I mean, this run is basically fucked, but we've learned some things. And that's the important part, right? That's fine. That's fine. I don't really care. Okay. It's break time. Excuse me. It's break time, so I will be back in a few minutes. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Let's see how much longer I can keep this up, because I am kind of wiped out. I don't know why I've been so tired lately, but I have. I played through this whole game on normal thus far. I have no intention of turning it down to easy at the end. That's a great start. I say that facetiously. Losing half my health right off the bat sucks. Nah, fuck it.
What's up, big tax man?
How's it going, 37? How's your day treating you?
Day's been decent, got a lot of sleep.
That's good. I was just saying how I've been fucking wiped out.
Finally got damn health coverage.
That's good. Was that just a matter of applying and being approved, or what was the big weight on that?
American bureaucracy.
Well, that's acceptable, I guess. I can feel my eye twitching. It's annoying.
Dude, I went to the Department of Health and the lady gave he a horrible scowl and is like, we don't do that here, you have to go to the DSHS. We're like, okay, where is it? She says, I don't know. It was literally like 60 paces to the left. And then the DSHS sent us to another place, and the final place actually helped, so it was a bitch and a half.
Yeah, that sounds like, well, a less awful version of what...
After like a week of them being morons on the phone.
That sounds like a less awful version of what my friend's been dealing with. He's trying to get his driver's license reinstated after coming off of disability. And, not only is it turning into a whole fiasco, he lives in a different state now. Okay, yeah, both of those I don't care about, so we'll just save it for now. Which means, in order to get this hold on his license removed, he needs to get the paperwork from his doctor there, approved by his previous doctor here, then go to the DMV here and submit it, then have a hearing of some sort, I guess, to review it, and then take a driving test to ensure that he is competent.
Good God.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that yet. Although, in all honesty, I should be using my my ultimate ability more often. So even though I didn't want to use it right now, it's not necessarily bad that I did. And originally the DMV told him, like, yeah, you just get the paperwork and then you're good to go. But once he got the paperwork, suddenly it was like, you know, oh yeah, no, since it was locked out in California, you got to get it fixed in California. And then, because it's going to have to go to court and do this and that, blah, 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 he was hoping to have his license back to get this job he's been trying for. But now, of course, that's not going to happen. Not in time for getting approved for that. You know, one of those things that's just a shitty situation all the way around.
The systems in this country are so goofy.
I mean, I kind of understand it, because, you know, you don't want somebody behind the wheel who will put other people at risk, right? Like, I get that. Oh, that's a nice hole. Okay. But all these different hoops to do that, it's like, no.
Old people driving / young UNS getting guns is my main concern.
That's, I'm not gonna lie, that's an amusing combo, but I mean, like, you're right. I mean, I don't necessarily have an issue with somebody's age. It's how competent they are. Bottom line. Yeah, we'll get that. Don't care about those. And if you can adequately, you know, manage whatever it is you've got your hands on, whether it's automobiles or firearms, then okay, fine, whatever. But there needs to be checks and balances there for both. Personally, I believe the same way you should have a competency test for driving, you should have that for firearms. But, you know, even here in California, they barely have something that qualifies as that. So, whatever. It's weird how that suddenly went very quiet. But whatever. Sounds back. Yeah, we can... Oh, no, we can't pick that. That's fine. That's fine. Oops. I should be nearing the end of this area. So if I... Okay, this is 3 of 4. And if this has a health pack, it does, then we'll pick that up. And the hook shot will probably be better than the incendiary grenade for this boss. Okay. Martial attack, movement, yes, that'll help. Pistol. That is double damage. I think that'll be more useful than the little mines, so we'll grab that. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck.
Shoot 'em all.
Actually, there's a boss. Halt, citizen, just lay down your weapons and you will be harmed. I only need to harm one of them, but... Or I should say I only need to shoot one of them, but... Fuck! Okay, that's a fake. That's a fake. Managed to get them down to a little over halfway. That's my best progress yet. This is... I made some good progress the other night with this, and it is so frustrating to just suddenly be stonewalled against this boss. Gave him the good old Sparta there. Should that be what it's called now? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. This was not the challenge room. Where was it? Can I go back? Okay. It's one of the pink guys. Because of course it is. I'm gonna try a little more, but I'm getting frustrated. I mean, like, the level itself isn't that bad, but just because of how cheap this boss is. My anger level is up. So if I don't make some decent progress here, at least getting to the boss, I think I'm gonna... I'm gonna fire up Hi-Fi Rush again and just try that like challenge mode. Because that'll have a level of engagement that's a bit more fast-paced and won't get under my skin as much. I really hate getting tilted about things I don't... some people get empowered by feeling angry. But I don't.
I can't ever find it reasonable to get mad at a game unless it was a competitive one.
The frustration comes from the fact that I guess it's a design aspect. Most games should have either a linear increase in difficulty, where you can clearly feel like the direction it's going, or it should be some people say geometric, some people say logarithmic. Something where it like picks up and then it tapers off, or it goes very slow and then it curves up and gets harder and harder and harder. You know, it's either a line going up or like a curve going up. Both of those I'm fine with. You also need to have the encounters be fair in some regard, and fair can, I mean, like that's kind of subjective. But most of this game has been a linear climb in difficulty, which I'm fine with. But this boss just suddenly does this straight up, and it goes up several layers at once. And the main reason it does this is because this combination of special abilities that it has, where you can only get a couple of hits in, where it constantly keeps summoning extra enemies to engage you. The extra enemies, it keeps shielding and re-shielding the way it re-shields itself, and the way it keeps creating duplicates of itself, so you can't tell whether you're actually... You know, it's bad enough if you have an enemy that teleports all over the place. You know, you see an enemy there, you go and you hit it a couple of times and it teleports away. Whatever, fine. That's annoying. But I can deal with that. An enemy that has a shield, so your first hit destroys the shield, your second hit actually deals damage and then they teleport away. Frustrating, but I can also deal with that. But then having this clone ability on top of it, so you hit it once, the shield goes away. You hit it twice, it teleports. It comes back with the shield, plus more mooks that have shields themselves that regenerate, plus all the other clones that it spawns while it's out of your range that also have shields. No player characters have movement that is fast enough to keep up with that teleport ability. And maybe I need to play it more, but as far as I can tell, it only teleports when you are nearby. If I could stay in one area and have it teleport away and then later teleport back, fine, you know what, I'll deal with that. But nothing in this game has done that yet. So that means I need to, like, I can deal 2 hits to it here, but only one of those is an actual, like, damaging hit. And then I need to chase it across the arena and get through this, like, giant onslaught of enemies. Do it again in the corner, and then rinse and repeat back and forth and back and forth. All it is...
Big sweat match.
It's just tedious. It's just tedious. If it's something where the enemy spews bullets everywhere and I need to, like, deftly maneuver within this field of projectiles, fine, because that's skill. But this isn't. This is, like, half luck and just hoping that you like, things work out with, you know, a lot of RNG. And that's the thing, is, like, RNG should be something that keeps the match feeling fresh, where it isn't 100% repeatable. But when it feels like the match is running on whether or not you win it based on randomness, that's a bad match. Because at that point, all you're doing is fucking playing slots. And when what you need to put in to play that slot machine is your time, that makes it worse. Because all you're doing is wasting your time hoping that everything lines up to where you can actually beat that boss. I will go and I will look up if there are any strategies for this, because this is driving me nuts. But I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to switch over to Hi-Fi Rush. I'm going to try the Rhythm Tower and some other stuff that's a bit more just outright enjoyable, where if I'm getting angry at myself and my shortcomings rather than game design or random outcome. So yeah, stream is going to end. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll continue for another hour, probably. Maybe more. If I'm
Sounds good to me.
So yeah, BRB.